So, if you guys are unaware, there has been a lawsuit going on between the Pokemon Company and a Chinese clone game knockoff, and it's been a back and forth session nonstop for a while now. But apparently, this is now finally settled in some way, shape, or form because the Pokemon Company has officially won this battle against the Chinese clone game. And not only that, they got a lot of money for it, and they had to get a public apology published by this Chinese company as well. It is a massive win for the Pokemon Company, and I want to talk about it. So let's get into this video, guys. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. So the headline reads, Pokemon wins substantial damages and public apology in long-running battle against a Chinese clone game. And it says, we have deeply reflected on it and learned our lessons, supposedly according to the makers of the ripoff. So again, guys, this has been a massive story that's been going on for quite a while now. And to be honest with you, Chinese knockoff games are a thing. This is something that a lot of developers, a lot of studios struggle with. If you guys look on, usually the App Store or something along those lines, you're going to see knockoff games all the time. You're going to see straight up rip-off games all the time. And I'm not even talking about something that could be argued as maybe, maybe not. No, I'm talking about literal rip-offs where they use the same damn like characters, same everything. They literally do that all the time. And it's a struggle because, again, international laws and whatnot, it's hard to get people held accountable. But apparently this is one battle that was won, and I find it very interesting. The Pokemon Company has won substantial damages after long-running battle against a Chinese mobile ripoff following years of legal wrangling. While the final amount has not been made public, the Pokemon Company previously said it was owed $72 million by the makers of an unlicensed Pocket Monster smartphone app that clearly used Pokemon characters in gameplay. The Pokemon Company looked to have initially won its case last September, though two of the companies involved, Guangzhou Maichi Network Technology and Korgos Fangchi Network Technology, appealed the decision, prompting a further delay, according to Automation. Now, a Chinese court has decided upon the matter for good, and the companies have been forced to admit defeat and issue a public apology. Now, this is I guess a trailer or video or something like that from the actual game. Let's play this because I'm very curious how much of a ripoff this was. I can really tell by the screenshot that this is a massive ripoff. But anyway, let's go. All right, come on, my guy. It's like, come on, my guy. Like, are you serious right now? This is so obviously a freaking ripoff. See, this is what I mean, right? You can't even sit here and be like, maybe not, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Like, no, it really is a ripoff all the way down to the battle mechanics, literally everything. Even the music is a slightly different, very, very slightly different version of the battle music from Pokemon. So, again, guys, this kind of gameplay is what you see all the time on app stores and Chinese knockoffs and whatnot. This is just a blatant asset rip that is meant to try to make as much money as possible with as little investment as possible. And the fact that they have to pay this much money, again, I don't know if they were actually paid $72 million, but I'm sure they were paid close to that if they settled on this. Now, again, we have deeply realized that our acts had violated relevant laws during the second instance trial and settlement process, the company said in a joint public statement published on the Pokemon Company's corporate website. Our game has extensively used design elements of the well-known Pokemon video game series, infringing the copyrights related to the Pokemon video games, and has unfairly taken advantage of the fame and reputation of the Pokemon video games, thereby constituting acts of unfair competition. Dude, they are making these people apologize publicly, which is hilarious because apparently it's on the corporate website, which we'll check out in a second. Our copyright infringement and acts of unfair competition have caused significant economic losses to the right holders and severely damaged the image of the original Pokemon video games. We hereby sincerely apologize to the TPC and other rights holders, as well as the vast number of players, consumers, and the general public. The game, known variously as Pocket Monster Remake or Pocket Monster Issue/Reissue, has now been permanently removed from sale. The companies behind the game also say that they have paid a substantial economic price and incurred significant reputational damage. We have deeply reflected on it and learned our lessons. Earlier this week, Fortnite maker Epic Games forced a competitive cheater to publicly apologize after unfairly winning thousands of dollars in prize money. The money was taken back, the cheat was banned from playing Fortnite competitively for life, and they had to publish a humiliating public message as a stark warning to others. So again, they seem like they care more about the apology than the actual money. They care more about the statement and what it means to other people who may try to do the same exact thing. Because let's be real, this is not the only company that's ever ripped off Pokemon, right? Like, there's so many companies, there's so many knockoff products out there that rip off Pokemon every single day. So they're trying to put these statements out there to essentially say, listen, if we got him, we'll get you too, right? Now let's check out the company's actual corporate website. If you look here, this is the official statement that's readily available on their website, which is nuts, man. In December of 2021, the Pokemon Company filed a lawsuit with the Shenzhen Intermediate People's Court in Guangzhou Province, alleging that the company infringed its copyright and engaged in unfair competition. The first instance judgment ruled that the company was liable for the claimed copyright infringement and unfair competition and ordered the company to pay damages in the amount of 107 million Chinese yuan to the TPC. The case was heard in a second instance on December 18th of 2024, and under the mediation of the High People's Court of the Guangdong Province, TBC, and we reached a settlement on the issue of compensation. So again, they reached a settlement. It wasn't decided by the court, so whatever that settlement was, I'm sure it was less than the 107 million Chinese yuan. I'm sure they were trying to at least get something rather than nothing, right? Even if they knew they were going to have an easy case and they were going to win, nobody wants to deal with actual lawsuits. Nobody wants to deal with actual trials. Nobody wants to deal with being in the court system. Nobody wants to deal with that. So ultimately, I think that they settled probably for 2/3 of that amount, I would imagine, and then the rest will be made up by the apology and the public notice that was given that is now published on the actual website, which I feel like I said earlier, I feel like it means more to them than anything because they want to send a warning and they want to send a message to people who do this. And there's a lot of people who do this. There is a lot of companies that do this. China is known for this. China is known for knockoffs. China is known for knockoff products, not even just video games. So I think the message is definitely more important to them. So a 2/3 settlement would seem most likely, plus the message, I think it rounds it out pretty nicely. So ultimately, guys, this is a interesting story that I wanted to share with you. I thought that this is a clear-cut win, but again, things are not as easy and clear-cut when it comes to international lawsuits. International lawsuits are not easy to handle, and the Pokemon Company is a massive company that has the best chance to be able to come after people regardless of where they live. Not every company is afforded this choice or this option, and they have to just deal with the Chinese knockoffs to the best of their ability, which is not very easily usually. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.